How y'all doing today? My name is Sean James, and the film I had to watch was King Kong. King Kong was boring, man. I fell asleep a couple times, woke back up, and had to finish the movie. But all in all, it's a great documentary, but it didn't catch my attention really. But this film is basically about how industrialization and corn has done everything but eliminate the image of the family farm, which is being replaced by larger industrial farms. The two main characters are two college friends by the names Ian Shanae and Curtis Ellis. The basis of the film takes place in Iowa. Iowa? Yeah, I don't even know what Iowa is, really. But the reason they moved to Iowa was to farm and grow an acre of corn. They went there because Iowa is the most dominant place where corn is grown, actually. Whether we know it or not, corn is actually in mostly everything we consume, especially McDonald's. Actually, Iowa corn is in everything at McDonald's, such as the buns, burgers, and definitely the fries. Also the drinks. I didn't know that it was in the drinks, but corn syrup, that made that clear to me. But along with soybeans, oil, corn is a key piece to the industrial food system. Corn is the biggest legal cash crop in America, but in Green, Iowa, population of 1,500 where corn is grown, corn does actually not get thrown out but gets used later on in spring if the elevator is too full. Corn elevators are tall towers in which corn is stored. Corn is an everyday part of life that people don't even realize. Corn is in everything we consume, except water. Water is the only thing that does not have corn in it. There are different types of corn, but gradually one type of corn replaced the others, called yellow dimp. Over time, it grew to dominate the middle of the country. The first corn palace opened in 1892. Corn farms in Iowa are government programs. If you raise corn without government payment, you'll actually lose money. Just for moving to Green, Iowa, and telling the government that you were planting corn, they will receive $28. The director of the film, King Corn, is Aaron Wolf. Aaron Wolf graduated from Midbury College and earned his master's in film at the University of Iowa. Other than King Corn, he's also directed Blueprint America, Beyond the Motor City, Dying to Leave, The Global Face of Human Trafficking, The Smuggling, and Greener Grass, Cuba, Baseball in the United States. Those are all credible works by Aaron Wolf. These are documentaries he has put out, but I'm not sure if y'all like them or not, but you should go check them out. I haven't seen any of them, but watching King Corn, you can learn something. Earl L. Butz reoriented the farm program in 1973, saying what we wanted out of agriculture is plenty food. Little farmers get out, and bigger farmers get bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and the government pays the farmers. You would think, since that the government is running it, everything would be well condensed and clean and all of that, but that's not the case. I don't know if you know what anhydrous ammonia is, but it is sprayed on the corn and farm fields. Let me explain what the ammonia is. It's a compound of nitrogen and hydrogen with an NH3. It is a colorless gas with a carrier pungent odor. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't like that in my food at all. One of the first ever used machines on a corn farm field, is a tractor. It went by the name of Old Reliable. Tractors took over farming work, enabling single farmers to work more. Land corn farms began to expand and get bigger with the development of the tractor. Sometimes single farmers farmed thousands of acres on their own. Planting 31,000 seeds was not a hands-on experience and only took 18 minutes because of the revolutionized technology. Industrialized corn has changed over 50 years. These machines yield 200 bushels of corn per acre, 10,000 pounds, and 5 tons of food for 1 acre per land. Sprays on farms are sprayed to destroy weeds, and the actual weed can actually be found on cornfields. Yes, actual weed, marijuana. Who knows what they do with that? Maybe they stole it somewhere, but I'm not sure. But actual weed is actually found in cornfields. If you don't believe me, go ahead and take a look at the documentary. But corn seeds are genetically modified to resist herbicide called Liberty. Liberty kills the weed, but if Liberty chemicals is used on corn that isn't Liberty, it will also kill the corn. But these tractors that have been planting this and spraying these Liberties all over corn, they have evolved to 32-row planters and sprayers with a 90-foot span. These tractors are capable of covering over 2 trillion corn plants. But the corn that has been grown is not edible until processed because it's a raw material. The irony with that is farmers in Iowa can no longer feed themselves, and 32% of the corn would be exported or turned into ethanol.